Good morning to all of you. Myself Suresh Kumar Soni, and today we are start the chapter electric current. This is the second part of chapter number 10 electric current of class 10 science. In the previous video, we study about the electricity and definition of electricity, Ohm's law, voltage, potential difference, and how difference between the ammeter and voltmeter, and some electric symbols. These terms we have studied already in the last video. Just see that video, then you can understand this video very well. Okay. Now in this video, we will study about heating effect of current. Second one is application of the heating effect of current. Third one is electric power, then electric generator, magnetic field around a bar magnet, magnetic field in a straight carrying conductor, right hand thumb rule, magnetic field in a circular carrying conductor, AC generator, DC generator, and domestic electric circuit. These terms we will study in this video. Now we start. This is the point number first. Point number first, heating effect of electric current. What is the meaning of heating effect? When a current is flow through the wire or a circuit, then circuit start to heat. It produces the start to heat, that is called heating effect of current. Or you can say that when electricity pass through the wire and electricity pass through the wire, then wire emit the energy. Wire emit the energy in the form of heat. That is called heating effect of current. Just see the theory. When a voltage source like a battery generates the current for a circuit, most of the energy is used up in the maintaining in the current side inside the circuit. However, a portion of the energy is dissipated in the form of heat in a circuit containing only battery and resistance. The entire energy is dissipated in the form of heat. This is called heating effect of current. Dissipated means energy comes out. That is called dissipated. Now you can see this is the heating effect of current. When you glow a bulb, when you switch on the bulb will start to glow and it produces the heat in the form of energy. Now next formula is power. What is power? The formula of power is P is equal to W upon T. Formula of power is P is equal to W upon T, where W is equal to work done, and T is equal to time. Okay, means if somebody asks you the definition of power, you can say work done at a given time is called power. P is equal to W upon T. Since we know that the formula of the voltage is V is equal to W upon Q. Okay, W upon Q, where W is equal to work and Q is charge. Okay, so if we put the value of W, at that position, then we get W is equal to VQ. W is equal to VQ. We know that P is equal to W upon T, and the formula of W is W is equal to VQ. Okay, then we put the value of W in formula of power. P is equal to VQT. That is a formula of another formula of power. That is the another formula of power. P is equal to VQ upon T. Sorry, VQ upon T. Okay, this is the another formula of power. Now we can derive the another formula of power. P is equal to VQ upon T. Then according to Ohm's law I discussed in the last video. Just go through that video, then you can understand very well. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. And V is equal to IR. Then put the value of V at the position of V. Then P is equal to IRQ upon T. IRQ upon T. Then put the value of Q. The value of Q is I is equal to Q upon T. I is equal to Q upon T. The value of Q is equal to IT. Now put the value of IT. Okay, put the value IT. Okay, put the value IT. Then the formula is P is equal to I square R T upon T. Then cut. Then we get P is equal to I square R. that is the another formula of power. P is equal to I square R. Okay, that is the another formula of power. So we can determine the power in the different things and by a different formula. Look at that. Power is equal to work upon time. Work means work. The formula unit of work is joule and unit of time is second. Since potential difference means V, potential difference is equal to work upon Coulomb charge, work upon charge, work upon charge. V is equal to W upon Q, and P is equal to V upon Q. For V upon Q upon T, VQ upon T. Then P is equal to VI. Then I is a current, okay, and V is a voltage, okay. Energy supplied by the power source to a circuit in time is H, means heat. That is a heat. We are talking about the heat because heating effect of current we are doing a study. So the formula of the heat is according to Ohm's law, H is equal to I square RT. That is a final formula of heat. Okay, H is equal to I square RT. That is the formula of the heat. H is equal to I square RT. Formula of heat. Now, shift to the next point. This is known as the Joule law of heating. Joule law of heating. It is said that heat produced in a circuit is directly proportional to the square of current flowing, resistance for the current, and time and which are current flow. Okay, means we can see that heat, the formula is that H is equal to I square RT. So we can say that heat is directly proportional to square of current. Heat is directly proportional to square of current and directly proportional to resistance and directly proportional to time. Okay, this is the heating effect of current, and this formula is known as the Joule law of heating. Joule law of heating. Now move to the next slide. What is the advantage? What is the disadvantage of the heating effect? Loss of energy. Disadvantage of heating effect. When you flow current in a wire, then wire start to heat. That is called heating effect of current, because due to resistance, then resistance increasing, then heating effect of current also increases, because heating effect of current directly proportional to resistance. Loss of energy in the unwanted heat. Why the any electric circuit diagram produce heat? Due to loss of energy. Okay, so we can say that when any wire, any conducting source, any electrical appliances produce the heat, means it going to start lose their energy. Wear and tear of components. Okay, components can be tear up if at long time. Application of heating. Okay, we see the disadvantage of heating effect. Now we see the advantage of heating effect. What is the advantage of heating effect? You just see the toaster and press, okay, and iron. Okay, this is the all these electronic appliances work on the heating effect of current. First application is that application based on the Joule heating effect. Electric fan, electric toaster, electric heater, oven, all these electronic appliances work on the heating effect of current. Now heating effect to produce the light in a bulb. Now read carefully. Tungsten wire inside the bulb become hot and emit the light when current pass through it. Okay, each and every bulb contain the tungsten wire. Okay, and since it has a high melting point, is 3380 degrees centigrade, it does not break. Also due to the presence of the gases like chemically inactive nitrogen gas or argon gas inside the bulb, the filament remain thermally isolated and its life increases. Okay, means you can say that a bulb contain the argon gas and the filament is made up of tungsten. The tungsten, the melting point of tungsten is 3380 degrees centigrade, and that's why it produce heat and light. Okay, look at that. This is the bulb, this is the filament, tungsten filament, and this is the argon gas fit in the bulb. Now Joule heating effect is also used in the fuse, where a thin wire protect the household appliances for power surge. Means you can say that we use the fuse in our daily life, fuse in our the electric circuit. Why we use the fuse? Because actually fuse is the made up of aluminum wire or copper wire that absorb the high amount of electricity produced by the transformer. Then it absorb the high amount of the electricity flowing through the circuit. Then it start to melt and break the connection of current. That's why we use the fuse. Fuse is also work on the heating effect of current. Within the appropriate melting point, this wire melt and break the circuit due to the heating during the excessive current. Okay. Now the next term is electric power. What is the meaning of electric power? Just say it. What is the meaning of electric power? Rate at which the electric energy rate at which the electric energy is dissipated or consumed in a circuit is called the electric power. Okay, this is called electric power. What is the formula of electric power? P is equal to Vi, or we can say P is equal to I square R and P is equal to V square upon R. There are three formula of the electric power. What is the formula? P is equal to Vi, P is equal to Vi, okay, or we can say P is equal to I square R, I square R. How this formula derived? By the Ohm's law, because V is equal to V is equal to IR, so I square R, then you can say P is equal to V square upon R. There are three formula of the power by which we can determine the power. Now shift to next slide. SI unit of the power is watt. Okay, you should know about it. SI unit of the power. Okay, scientific international unit of watt. 1 watt power is consumed when 1 ampere of current flow through a device at a potential difference at 1 voltage. Electrical energy is the amount of work done or energy consumed in the given amount of time, so it is measured in joule, watt, or most commonly as kilowatt. Okay, 1 kilowatt means 3.6 into 10 to power 6 joule. Okay, 3.6 into 10 to power 6 joule. That is the power, that is the kilowatt, 1 kilowatt. Now, what is the magnetic field around a bar magnet? I think everybody knows what is a magnet. Okay, that contain the two poles, north pole and south pole. Then what is the bar magnet? Bar magnet, you just see the diagram. This is the bar magnet, and this is the bar magnet. What is the importance of bar magnet? Just see some important point. A magnet produces a magnetic field. The magnetic field coming from north pole or enter into the south pole. Most important point I'm going to told you, just listen carefully. A magnet always exert an influence around the region surrounding it. This region is called magnetic field. A magnetic field is arise around the magnet. The far from the magnet, not magnetic field is present. So magnetic field around the magnetic field create or magnetic field generated around the magnet field or around the magnet. Magnetic field has both direction and quantity. Okay, magnetic field had both direction and quantity. Just see, magnetic field goes from north pole to south pole. Magnetic field means that is magnetic field, that is called magnetic field lines. Magnetic lines goes from north pole to south pole, north pole to south pole. Outside the magnet, magnetic line go from north pole to south pole, but inside the magnetic pole goes from south pole to north pole. Okay, there are different two things. Magnetic lines goes from north pole to south pole outside the magnet, but magnetic lines goes from south pole to north pole inside the magnet. Okay, now see some points. The field always emerge out of the north pole and always merge out into the south pole. Magnetic field, that is called magnetic lines. Inside the magnetic field is from the south pole to north pole is emerged in the out into the south pole and emerge out on the north pole. The strength of the magnetic field is determined by the closeness of the magnetic field lines. Okay, when the closeness of magnetic field increases, then you can say strength of magnetic field increases. When a magnetic lines are near, if the magnetic lines are closer and crowded, means magnetic field are very strong. When the magnetic lines are far, okay, so we can say when magnetic lines are far and less crowded, when we can say magnetic field are very weak. Okay, or low magnetic field. When a magnetic compass is brought in the proximity of a bar magnet, it deflect and always point in the north-south direction. North-south direction. When any compass take part go to the near of the magnetic pole, magnet bar, then it always shifted to the north to south pole. When iron fillings means points of iron, when iron fillings are bought in the vicinity of the bar magnet, they arrange themselves angle along the field lines, means north to south pole. Now the magnetic field lines are such that they never cross each other. If that did most important point, the point is that magnetic lines never cross to each other. If they cross each other, it means that point the compass needle would point towards two directions, which is logically incorrect. If magnetic field are close to each other, then a compass will show two direction at a one time. That is not possible. You can see compass show the one direction at a one time, north, south, east, west. Okay, so magnetic lines never close to each other. Now magnetic field in a straight current carrying conductor. That is a you can look at diagram. That is a current carrying conductor, straight current carrying conductor, and this is the magnetic field. This is magnetic field. Okay, plus 2 minus, plus 2 minus, current is flowing, plus 2 minus, plus 2 minus, plus 2 minus. Okay, and you can see the current is flowing from plus 2 minus. Directions of are different in both the cases, and magnetic field also different. Okay, now see, in the above figures, note that there are current carrying conductors in opposite direction. In both the cases, the current carrying conductor is intercepted by a cardboard placed at the right angle to the current carrying conductor. There are some iron fillings sprinkled on the conductor. You can see this state. When current flow through the conductor, the iron filling arrange themselves along the magnetic field. Okay, so now we can see that magnetic field in both the cases is in opposite direction as in the current. So you can always know that the direction of the current and direction of the magnetic field both are opposite. Okay, if the current is flowing from left to right, then the magnetic field arises from right to left. If the current is flowing from right to left, the magnetic field arises from left to right. How the direction of the current or magnetic field, you can determine this. Now the magnetic field produced by the current carrying straight wire depend inversely on the distance from its directly on the current passing through it. From this we see that current carrying conductor produce a magnetic field around it. Most important thing is that a current carrying conductor means you can say a electric wire that conduct the current always produce the magnetic field. The direction of the magnetic field is given by the right hand thumb rule. Direction of the magnetic field and direction of the current is given by the right hand thumb rule. This is the right hand thumb rule. This is most important question. You will get this question in your board exams and your competition exams also. So you have to remember it. What is the right hand thumb rule? Right hand thumb rule, according to right hand thumb rule, if you hold any object, like that, look at to me. If you hold any object like that, then rounded figure, this is rounded figure show the direction of the magnetic field, and the thumb indicate the direction of current. Okay, if you hold any object like that, then rounded figure show the direction of the magnetic field, and the current and thumb represent the direction of the current. Means you can say direction of the magnetic field and direction of the current both are perpendicular to each other. Now see the figure. This is the finger, this is the magnetic field. Okay, this is the magnetic field and this is the current. Okay, and this is the magnetic field and this is the current. Direction of current is upward direction, direction of current is backward direction. Okay, this is the, now see the theory. Suppose that you holding any current carrying conductor or a metallic conductor in your right hand such that a thumb point towards the direction of the flow of current, then your fingers which wrap around the conductor indicate the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, now magnetic field in the circular carrying conductor. How a circular carrying conductor conduct the magnetic field. Okay, this is the wire loop. Okay, this is the wire loop. This is current carrying current direction. This is the magnetic field direction and current direction. Current direction is plus 2 minus, and magnetic field direction is that. Okay, at every point of the current carrying circular conductor, the magnetic field is in the form of the concentrated circles as represented above. Okay, the circles are concentrated in nature with increasing the diameter as they move farther from the current carrying wires. At the center of the circular loop, the circles appear like the straight lines. The magnetic field produced by a current carrying straight wires depend inversely on the distance from it directly on the current passing through it. The right hand thumb rule is applicable here at every point of the current carrying conductor. Now second last point is electric generator. What is electric generator? You just see the generator, electric generator. A electricity generator is a circuit that convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy. Electric generator. What is the electric generator? Electric generator is a circuit diagram. It a circuit, or you can say electric generator is a device that convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy. You just see any motor rotate. Okay, any motor rotate means they are doing a work, means mechanical energy, and convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy, by which it generates the electricity that we use in any kind of use. Okay, now examples are electric generator, turbines for generation of the hydroelectricity, windmills for generation of the electricity. These are the generators. Okay, now we have two terms, AC generator and DC generator. Okay, first see AC generator. Look at diagram. You have to draw this diagram in your notebook and understand very well what is AC generator. AC means alternate current generator. AC means alternate current generator, and DC means direct current generator. Okay, magnetic field. This is the just see parts of the electric generator. Insulated copper wire. A rectangular rotating coil of wire is called ABCD. Insulated copper wire. This is the copper wire. Okay, that it form a rectangular shape. Rectangular shape A B C D. A B C D. A B C D. This is the rectangular wire, copper wire, that is called rectangular copper wire is insulated. Now two magnetic poles, north pole and south pole. This rectangular copper wire present between the north pole and south pole. A magnet is placed above in north pole and the south pole. This create a magnetic field as shown above. The rectangular coil is placed between these magnets. Remember, this rectangular wire placed between the magnetic poles, north pole and south poles. The third point is split rings. What is split rings? Two adjacent C-shaped ring R1 and R2 are internally attached to the axle end of the coils are connected to R1 and R2. This inner portion of these rings are made of the non-conducting materials. Look at that. This is the R1 and this is the R2. This is called split ring. Okay. First part of the R1 is connected with the point of A, rectangular copper wire, and the R2 is connected with the point D. Okay, point D, and of the point D is connected with the R2. Okay, then axle. The split ring are placed on the axle, which is made to the rotate freely from an external source. Okay, point number third, brush. The outside of the split rings are connected to the conducting brush B1 and B2, and B1 and B2 is kept pressed on R1 and R2 respectively. Okay, this is the brush B1 and B2. B1 and B2. Okay, this is the brush. And galvanometer, to measure the amount of current flowing in the circuit. Okay, to measure the current, the outer end of the brush are connected to the galvanometer to measure the current. Okay, just see, this is the galvanometer and it is connected with the brush. Okay, it is connected with the brush, so we can measure the current. Okay, now working. How the AC generator works. The axle is rotated such that it moves in the clockwise direction, that is AB moves up and CD moves down. You can say that okay, if the rectangular copper wire start to move in the clockwise direction. Clockwise direction means clockwise direction. So AB move to upward and CD move to downward. Okay. According to the Fleming right-hand rules, the induced current is set up in the coil along the B1, AB, BC, CD, B2. This means that the external current flow from B2 to B1. Means the current is flow from B2 to B1. Now, after the half rotation, you can see, look at the picture. For example, this is the AB and this part is the CD. Rotation like that. Globals A, half rotation. That is, you start to rotate like that. Now first, second. This is the half rotation. Okay. After the half rotation, from CD start move up and AB start to down. According to Fleming right hand rules, the induced current is set up in the coil along the B2, AB, BC, CD, B1. This means that the external current flow from the B1 to B2. Thus, after every half rotation of the coil, the current charge directions, this is called the AC current. AC current means alternate current, change the direction and after equal interval of time. Okay, what is the meaning of AC alternate current? Is change the direction at interval time, a fixed interval time. Okay, it is easier to transmit this current over the long distance due to the laser loss, and hence this is the current that is supplied to our houses. Okay, now DC generator. I again want to told you, see the diagram, see the working process and see the structure. Now DC generator is the same phenomena. This is the circular rectangular coil, magnetic field north pole and south pole, and this is the brush and split rings, okay, and galvanometer. The source, the seat, okay, the arrangement in the same as DC motor except that the source of battery is replaced with a galvanometer. Okay, you can see that this is the galvanometer, and with the galvanometer the working is also the same. The brush X and Y are fixed. Commutators, it means split rings P and Q, are used to get unidirectional flow of the current. This is DC current. Okay, DC current with direct current does not change the direction and the with time. So example, current from the simply battery and cell. DC means direct current. Okay, where their direction is not changed. Now domestic electric circuit. How domestic electric circuit we have in your houses? Just it. Suppose this is the fuse board. Suppose this is a live wire coming outside, and this is neutral wire, and this is the fuse board. Okay, and that is electric meter, and then distributor board, and goes to your houses. Okay, 220 voltage goes to houses. Suppose it is fan, it is tube light, it is TV. Okay, this is connected. But what is the working process? Just see it. We receive the power in our houses through a main supply, commonly called mains. Okay, point second, it is supplied through the overhead cables or underground cables. Point third, there are three types of the wires in domestic circuit: earth wire, live wire and neutral wire. I think black, red and green, you have three wires. No, earth wire is generally green in color. Okay, green wire is called earth wire, is generally green in color. It is usually connected to a metal plate placed in the earth near the house as a safety measure. You know that we have the three wires, black, red and green. Green wire is known as the earth wire, and it is connected with a metal plate and put into the earth for the safety measure to ground gadget that have a metallic body. Okay, in case of charges leaking on the metallic body, so the charges gets grounded and thus prevent the shock. Okay, when charges increases, when current is increases, then earth wire कहता हूँ कि absorb the current. Earth wire send this current into the earth, and earth absorb the high amount of the current, so the shock will not come. Second is live wire. Positive wire generally is a red in color, and the neutral wire negative wire generally in the black in color. Okay, earth wire is green, live wire is red, and neutral wire is black. The potential difference supplied in our current country is 220 voltage, or you can say 50 hertz. If you talk about the hertz, 50 hertz is the amount of current flowing in our houses and in our India, and potential difference is 220 voltage. When they come into our houses, they pass through a circuit called a fuse. You can see your switchboard at your home. The current coming from the outside the houses, it is passed through a fuse board. Okay, whenever there is a high voltage fluctuation, overloading, short circuit, the fuse start to melt and prevent the high voltage reaching the electric appliances. This save the electric gadgets. Okay, then through the metal board in the houses, these wires pass to the different electric gadgets. Generally, two types of the electric circuit are used at homes: 15 ampere appliances which have the higher power things. Okay, gases and the geysers and refrigerator, AC, etc. Two types of the electric circuits are used at our homes. Okay, now finish. Okay, I think you have done this chapter, and some important questions are left of this chapter. We will do it as in the form of numericals. Some numericals are important. This is based on the resistance, Ohm's law, series combination, parallel combination, and AC generator and DC generator. Okay, now look at the some questions, homework questions. What is the Joule law of heating effect? Joule law of heating effect is very important. Question number second, what is power? Question number third, what is the electric power? And question number 4, what is the process of the domestic electric circuit? Just I told you. Explain the question number 5, explain the parts and working of AC generator. Write any 3 difference between the AC and DC generator. Explain the right hand thumb rule. These are the important topics related to your chapter, related to your this video. Now we have finished this chapter, but this is the second part of your video of this chapter. Then we will coming tomorrow next part number 3 of this video, that conduct will some question regarding to your Ohm's law and series combination, parallel combination, heating effect of current, some magnetic effect of current, and so that's we. Okay, then we will do it. Okay, now thank you so much for watching this video, and you are supposed to do this homework in a notebook. Okay, we will check it after your school reopen. Okay, thank you, bye bye.